In a shocking announcement, Israel's far-right National Security Minister, Itamar Ben-Gvir, has unveiled plans to build a luxury neighbourhood, not in Tel Aviv, not in Jerusalem, but in the heart of the Gaza Strip. Towering high-rises for Israeli police, overlooking the Mediterranean, while just miles away, Palestinian families face bombed homes, shattered infrastructure, and a desperate fight to survive. Israel's far-right National Security Minister, Itamar Ben-Gvir, has sparked fresh controversy with remarks at a police ceremony, announcing plans to build a luxury neighbourhood for Israeli police officers, not inside Israel, but in the Gaza Strip. On September 15th, during a state police excellence event ahead of Rosh Hashanah, Ben-Gvir addressed officers with a bold vision.
I want to mention creating a police neighbourhood in Gaza. C Street, a perfect location. Here, we envision a luxurious police neighbourhood with tall buildings. With all the resources and, God willing, we will succeed. Settlement brings security. It is time to promote Jewish settlement, encourage immigration, and pass a death penalty law for the recipients.
He went further, laying out his idea of high-rise residences for police personnel overlooking the Mediterranean, tying the plan directly to his long-standing political push for Jewish resettlement in Gaza. Ben-Gvir's remarks drew applause from police officials at the event, but also underscored growing tensions within Israel's own security leadership. The ceremony itself highlighted strains between Ben-Gvir and Police Commissioner Danny Levy. According to a report by police sources, several officer promotions were withheld because the minister hadn't signed off, despite the event being scheduled for awarding new ranks. Levy pushed back, insisting all eligible promotions must go ahead, otherwise none would.
There is no conflict, argument, or drama. This is how the police work. We recommend the minister signs off. When he signs off on appointments, I assume he has to go through them one by one. It is his duty and his right.
Still, the ceremony ended with no promotions awarded. Reports suggest Ben-Gvir has been sidelining Levy for months, particularly after the commissioner publicly backed a hostage deal earlier this year. Levy had said,
"All hostages must be brought home. The price to be paid is of less interest."
That remark, sources say, infuriated Ben-Gvir, who has repeatedly opposed concessions to secure hostage releases. Just last week, Gvir also pledged to advance the death penalty for Palestinians convicted in terrorist attacks. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, however, has publicly denied that his government is pursuing Gaza resettlement, a sign of political divisions within the cabinet itself. Meanwhile, the situation on the ground in Gaza tells a very different story. Palestinian residents describe what they see as a systematic plan to drive people out of Gaza City by destroying basic survival infrastructure. Israeli bombings since mid-August have targeted not just residential towers, but water tanks, rooftop solar panels, charging stations, and even schools sheltering displaced families. Imad Sassawi, a 43-year-old resident of Gaza City, explained how life has become unlivable.
I had decided to stay and not leave, whatever happened. For months, I used to say that I was willing to die with my wife and children in our home, rather than be displaced again. But what is happening is more dangerous than just death.
Another displaced man, Ahmed Ubaid, said the calculated targeting of solar-powered charging stations has forced families southward.
They are shutting down every service that keeps a human alive to empty entire neighborhoods en masse. Those who insist on staying suddenly find themselves alone and doubting their decision.
Over the past 23 months, Israeli forces have reportedly killed nearly 3,000 people attempting to get aid in the Gaza Strip and wounded almost 20,000 others. According to leaked Israeli military data cited by rights sources, more than 64,800 Palestinians have been killed and around 164,000 wounded since the war began. Over 80% of the dead are civilians. Against this backdrop, the UN's top expert on Palestinian rights, Francesca Albanese, said Israel was deliberately making Gaza City unlivable in its assault on the enclave's largest urban area, while also endangering the lives of Israeli hostages.
Israel is bombing using unconventional weapons. It is trying to forcibly evacuate Palestinians. Why? This is the last piece of Gaza that needs to be rendered unlivable before advancing the ethnic cleansing of that piece of land.
The gulf between Minister Ben-Gvir's seaside vision and the reality in Gaza could not be wider. One side speaks of towers and resettlement, while families a few miles away grapple with destroyed infrastructure, hunger, and the daily risk of death.